Okay, in this little video I just want to show you how to transfer your live cell data from the Mac onto this Mac formatted hard disk. Okay, so this is the one. Make sure it says live cell imaging temp on it. So take this over to the live cell imaging PC. Just put that on the bench. If you're not using fluorescence, then the fluorescence box here is not turned on, so there's a spare plug here. So just plug that in at the back and put the USB in the spare USB port here, and then stop the Volocity file. Turn that off. And so eventually the Mac will recognize the folder, the hard disk for the Mac, which is Mac PC. So there it is. So if you just double click on that and find a folder which says live cell images for transfer. So if you just double click on that, and you can just make the folder larger so you see what's inside, or you can display these as just on here with the Mac. You could have different formats. Doesn't really matter how you display it, of course. Maybe the first one's the best one. Right, okay, so that's all the files which have already been transferred onto this transfer drive. Let's now click on System 2, which is the hard disk where our data is. Let's find the mouse. Sometimes the mouse goes onto the other screen, so you've just got to bring it back. There it is. Okay, so System 2, double click, and then just find the last live cell run, which is this, in this case, Cara 241014. So just drag that across onto the Mac for transfer one, and you can see it's about 7 minutes to transfer it. The icon just goes blue to start with, and then that will be filled in this purple format once the 6 minutes is over. Okay, so almost complete. See the icon at the moment is this blue. Okay, so job done. Then what you need to do is, rather than just pull out the USB cable, you need to dismount the drive. So you just go onto this directory backwards icon. So just keep going back as far as you can with just the root directory. And where it says main Mac PC, just click on that little icon there to the right of it. Go eject Mac pack, which is the name of the Mac formatted drive. And then the icon just disappeared there. It's quite quick that time. Once that's disappeared, then you can just disconnect the USB. So this is all quite straightforward as usual. So just disconnect that. Put out the mains. And take this over to your other PC. Connect in the USB. And then I normally transfer the file to a live cell imaging hard disk, which is this one here. So that's got copies of all the live cell imaging over the various years, but for speed I'll just transfer it directly to the K drive where you can access it for now. Okay, but normally I would put a copy on this drive as well. So eventually you'll get some sort of icon up which says where the drive is, or you just go to File Manager. So continue that saving. Okay, let's just go to File Manager. So this is the MacPack drive, and then you look for live cell images for transfer, and then if you just arrange it in date order, this date modified, you will see the last run which we transferred. Okay, that's the first run. Click again, 24/10/14, that's the last run. Okay, so just leave that there for a minute and then find some sort of destination drive. So we're going to put it on the K drive. So public K science staff, School of Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences, staff folders, then my name, and then the name of the person it's transferring to, in this case Cara. So just double click there. There's all the transferred files I've transferred to Cara. So then obviously just as usual just drag across the data to this one. Again, that will take a few minutes to transfer, but that's all quite straightforward. So that's transferring the data from the live cell imaging Mac onto the K drive, so you can then use that data.